Hello, welcome back again. Oh, I do look a bit of a scruff this week. Well, I need a shave and a tidy up. Anyway, right, welcome back. I'll show you what I'm doing today in the big summer house. Now, bottom of the garden. I'm in there in a minute. And I'll just turn around and show you what we're doing. And I'll take you out and show you what the fish are and bits and bobs outside. So I'll just show you what we're doing this week. Right. This week I'm going to be installing some electric into my summer house. You can see I've got some BG storm waterproof double socket. They're outdoor ones. I don't technically need outdoors because I'm in here in the summer house, work / summer house garage, what we want to call it, summer house shed. I don't really need outdoor sockets because I'm not going outdoors, but they were cheaper than the normal indoor socket and indoor little sockets. I think it was £16 for a double socket, back box on, or these are £13 for them. So it just makes sense to fit them. So I've got two of them. Insulation sleeve, what you call it. 20 earth, 2.5, and it's 25 meters. Tit for socket. So that's what I'm going to be installing. But this is not a tutorial video on how to do electrics and install electric. Because technically, if you want to do this, you've got to be a qualified electrician to install any sockets by a qualified electrician. But because I do a lot of things myself, I don't see why I should pay for an electrician to do the work. But anyway, so I've got all this. A plug socket tester, LMP, what do you call them? So that's one of them. So I'll plug that in when I'm done, just to make sure it's all secure and safe. I know, like you're going to say, well, you need proper arming cable. You're going to need to be put to an RCD, fuse board and all that, and a separate spur and all that crap. I don't need all that because I have got all that down here at my pond, because that's on a separate RC cable. So what I'm going to be doing is winding that from here, take it outside. Be coming through a wire somewhere back in here somewhere, down in here. I'm going to be breaking into that and winding to back of this, because this were all done by a proper electrician. Because I had to do, before I could buy the house originally, I had to have it all done at RCD, proper cable, because they wouldn't sell me some reason, council sell me out. So I had to have all that done. So yeah, so the cable goes down there, straight down there onto the fuse board, straight down there onto the fuse board. So I had to have it all properly done. So what I'll do is I can break into that, because I still need my plugs. I haven't got many plugs in here, but one for the heater, one's for this, plug into that, and one's for that up there, like a walk-through box. This is just for the auto feeder. I ain't got loads of things plugged in down here as such, so I'll be pulling off that into the shed. Is it right way wrong way doing stuff? I could have wired it up to a plug onto there, have a separate plug onto there, turn it off. Like U-Choro videos on YouTube, a lot do that. They wire it to a plug, they put that to outside one of these boxes like that. It just basically so you can turn it off in the house on the plug, and it stops anybody technically nicking your electric. So when you're not here or away, someone plugging in and cutting their next door neighbours cutting their grass, with your electric and it's free for them and they're laughing. That's what they usually do, but we're not doing that this week. All we're doing is plugging that straight into here, wire into that, off to there. I've tested my little plug. I've just got, make sure it's all above board. And I've got a guy who's a qualified electrician, so I can pick his brains. I'll get him to just come round, have a quick look, and just say, yep, that's fine, yeah, no. But I'm not daft, so I know how to do these things, so I'm not saying this is how you should do stuff. This is how I'm going to do it on my system. So I'll just show you what we're doing. So wire that in there, into something else first, and break into that and do that. So yeah, just quick show you what's on my pond. Blanket weed treatment of a day, because it's just slowly coming, so I've treated that. No leaks on the heater. Everything seems alright on that front, everything's alright. Everything's fine. Pile chamber's looking lovely, so I've upped the bit of air on that at the moment. I haven't upped it to 16 because I was 12, gone to 14, 16. I'm slowly racking with it, but it took bleeding cold this morning. But hey ho. But I have noticed one thing. I don't know if it's just pure luck. With me heating my pond, I'm keeping my temperatures in the pond stable. So I'm not having no fluctuation in between night time or day or whatever. It's keeping it conscious set. But saying that, I was just about to discuss stuff. I just seen me chuffing Ghosty having a flash. They do flash and flick sometimes, but to keep an eye on that. So what I was just about to say is we're having water stable, temperature stable, trying to keep everything stable. My fish seem a lot better. I've not had to pick up a scrape, microscope out up, not scrape anything, do anything in the minute, because they all seem happy and they're feeding, they seem alright. But I'm saying that, I might have to do a scrape. I just noticed that Ghosty do a scrape, but what I'll do is I'll keep an eye on that. Just notice just swim round with his fins just clamped in his swimming, so I think I might get a look at that and maybe have to do a scrape, but as I noticed, I was just saying that everything's been alright, but obviously we're having new fish coming into the pond. The 2 little Shuros over there, Jimrin, let's go zoom in, you see him there. They're something alright, seem alright, but because I'm introducing new fish, not necessarily they've got parasites. There could be parasites in pond, and then obviously strain on the system, maybe something else in, could have caused something, but never know. But we'll see. But yeah, I just noticed again, it just flashed again, so when I get back, I've been away this weekend, I shall do a scrape and investigation on that and have a look what maybe something, maybe not. But anyway, I'm waffling on now, so I shall pick up maybe in a bit. There you go, 1 or 2 there, just started flashing again. Right, so there's no food in a minute. And what I think I'll do first is pick a water test up, do a water test, have a look, and then go around from there and do a scrape. I thought I might have got away with it, but fat chance of that. But anyway, right, catch you in a bit, guys. Right, first things first, I'm going to be drilling a hole through there, and I sheeted my earth cable up. Then I shall feed it through that, wire it into that, and go on here somewhere, and the wire going to go down there, outside, and into the box out there. I don't know how much I'm filming this because I am only a DIYer. I don't want people to be using this as a tutorial video, but I shall film what possibly I can as well. So yeah, so we're doing this. Get this cracked on me. So obviously brown's live, blue's neutral, then that's your earth into there or whatever, vice versa. So I would advise read the instructions in these, what comes with them. It tells you, just give me a sec. Roughly what they are and stuff. Probably how to wire it up and stuff like. You got earth, neutral, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But as a bloke, as we are, we don't read instructions, do we? Just go like that, shut the box. We don't read instructions, do we? We just crack on and just think, fuck it. Excuse my language. We just crack on and we just do it. We don't use instructions. Then plug it all in, do stuff. Then when it don't work, then we go around, rotate for the instructions. Oh, I can't get it to wire up. It's not working. Oh, there you go. I get instructions and read them this time. As you can see. But anyway, I'm waffling on and get this cracked on me. Yeah, I've got my laser fetched down here now. So I can start doing some koi heart design or something design on koi fish. So I'm doing some videos on that as well. Got that set up. I've got my trusty wood burner down here as well to set up and use. I know it's not really koi related video at the minute, but it's kind of on them lines to, you know what I mean, but you'll get what I'm doing, you get the gist. Anyway, so I'll crack on and I shall catch you in a bit. Right, there you have it. Put a board on back of there, a bit of wood as a frame, then that can fit onto there. Piloted some holes through there to make it more neat and tidy in there. Put some clips, clip them on. Then I'm going to go down here and out there and into the main sockets. That's that done. Then all I need to do is just put that on back plate. Give me a sec. Oh, it's a bit awkward to move with one hand. There you go. So I'll fasten that onto there like that. Then wire this up. So basically what I've done is cut enough length of wire. Put this on bent it over, so I double up, same again. It's just a bit more tight so there's not more contact, so not shove more electric through and cause it to heat up. That's the correct way of doing it. Well, that's the way I'm doing it, but whatever your style to do on yours, it's different. That's the way I'm going to be doing it. So I'll fasten that in to that, couple of screws, and then we're sorted. So yeah, then we'll crack on with the rest at work then. Right, there you have it, wired up, box on wall, and then push that to the wall, and just that bit sorted and the outside to do. My short film resting can be boring, but I'll film when it's done. Then you pull that cable back through a bit. It costs a bit too much there, so I'll do it with 2 hands, pull that back through. But yeah, all sorted now. This side just about done, just the outside bit to do next. So yeah, I'll find a way which I'm going to put that through and feed it through. We shall see. But anyway, get back to you in a bit. So right, there you have it. So basically what I've done is drill foot corner in there, come out there. I need to get some bit of tubing for this. Put a bit of tubing in this and bury it somewhere in there. Then I left a little bit on, just enough, a good bit. Then I can break into that, and then test it, make sure we're all right, and then we're on his way. Well, I'm not doing that in a minute because the heater just kicked in, working away to get to 16.5, whatever it's doing. But so yeah, that's doing its thing. Me think I've got a chuffing leak here, but I haven't. It's from defrosting. So yeah, all that's working alright, everything's working. So yeah, it'd be nice, probably gone back of the, down the back of the fence and come across somewhere like that, but it don't make a difference anyway. So come down there, I'll try and put it on the stone or dig in a little bit, something. It's not good. I'm not going to alter much around anyway, but if put in a bit of tubing or something, then it'll protect it. Plenty of tubing here in the sense, but I can get some smaller tubing in the near future or something. But yeah, I'm going to have wire, so I need it to be in some sort of tubing to protect it, because going into here and out there. But it might better been probably having cable, kind of cable and stuff, give me more thick and better, because that is on there, look. But just a bit of wire going down here. So yeah, as soon as that kicks off, we'll get it wired up and I'll get back to you in a bit. Right folks, I'm doing a bit of water testing because I do need to do some scrapes, and we'll get on that today, I think. So what I'm going to be using is my iDip for testing chlorine. I have got the HANA testing kit for chlorine, total free chlorine tester, but I'm getting chuffing different reading, but this one came back low, so I don't know which is to believe, incorrect or what. So I'm going to test that again. Then I just use my Colombo test kit in here, sorry, just for testing my pH, KH, ammonia, nitrate number 2. That's all I test for, test no else. I shan't go into details after it because you've probably all seen it before. You want to look on back on the previous video, I'll test water, I've done it on previous, but anyway, this is what I'm using. And this is what I'm going to be using for chlorine. I have got DPD4 tablets. I don't know if there's a sell-by date on these, but if they come back clear, just drop a tablet in the water. If it's clear, then Bob's your uncle. But I like to be more accurate. Keep it low, but it's saying anything. You can't get complete zero ammonia. I get ammonia test kit in this as well if I wanted to, but you'll never get zero ammonia, and you'll go, excuse me, it can drive you crazy trying to chase after zero ammonia. Same probably nitrate number 2. They're out of date anyway. just me open a bottle up, just see what they're like inside. How good they are still. Look alright, but I don't know past expiry date how good they are, because it expired 6/2022. Not year out date yet anyway, but I might do a test on that, record from that, but even with, on them giving numbers on the photon meter, whatever it is, you could start chasing after 0 parameters. Get your words out there. And it could start seeming crazy, and you start getting fed up because you can't keep 0, and then you start thinking, well, I put less food in pond, and for some reason still not getting down to 0, and you think, well, how'd they feed, or stop feeding, and it come down to low, or as this is low for 0. Then you start feeding a bit, and it creeps back up when you cook up food. Well, you cut back on the food, stop feeding again, and all of a sudden that creeps back up again. Then you start chasing, then you start holding food at that level, try and get to 0, but you'll never get 0. But that's why I only use on the dip test for nitrate number 2 and ammonia on that one, because they come out as low. So long as they come back low on them, that's fine, because these will read even lower. So you'd be still getting numbers, and it'll be stretching it out. So that's why I use this more or less. I do use pH on this to get an exact reading on pH. So I'll probably do one of them as well. And just mainly for chlorine, but it's a bit expensive kit just to test for chlorine and probably a bit of pH. 400 quid beading kit, and you can just do as good a job as these, and probably use an anemometer for just the chlorine. But for some reason I'm not finding that as accurate, the chlorine one. But anyway, I'm waffling on a bit, but I shan't film this. I need to Bluetooth my phone to show how it works, but I can't film this. So basically you need to put syringe of water, pond water into that, 0, set it, and you just strip in there for 20 seconds, like, just let me show you. So basically strip in there like that for 20 seconds, and then once it's done, sometimes it can be faulted, it can come up with an error message. I mean, I've had it a number of times when it come error, I'll start all again. I've wasted like 3 or 4 strips out on some of these, but and it's handy with being Bluetooth as well. But yeah, you go onto the app and you can purchase different things on the app to test more different things. These don't need calibrating, so you can test different things as well. I said they need calibrating, but they don't need calibrating, so you can test all sorts of different things. But I've got the basic, just total alkaline water, whatever, nitrate, NO3, NO2, pH and chlorine. That's your basic you need. I did have ammonia in here, but I didn't bother replacing that because it's not cheap to replace. I just can't bother, so I use this instead, chlorine, Colombo test kit. So yeah, I'll get back to you. Right, I just thought I'd just ball up the Shiro, give this a scrape, see if there's out on that. Get it just to come round a bit. Well, I just want to net it up, and it jumped, but when it jumped straight up bowl here, so I'm quite pleased with that. But they are a feisty one for jumping, these Shiros. So I'm just going to get this scraped, because I don't want it jumping out, so I'm going to get this scraped, check over. Did scrape the ghost carp, Found nothing, so I'm going to give this a scrape, have a look. I can't do this with one hand, I need two hands, and I want to show you how to do a scrape on a tripod or like that, so get back to you. Look at the skin on that, and believe it or not, this is not Japan, this is the Israeli koi. Yeah, so did a couple of scale dive jumping in. I wasn't happy with that, but yeah, it's a lovely colour, isn't it? So look at the shine on that. Oh, get a bit closer here. Get closer a bit. It's a bit hard to see with camera, but look at that. That's going to be some beast, that. It is putting some body on. But yeah, so I'll get this scraped, put her back in, or whatever it is, because I don't like being bowled up. Right, scraped the shear, couldn't see anything on it, hardly any milkers, so that is a good sign. Got the Kojako up. Yeah, it's not the best quality of Kojakos, but it's not bad quality really. So yeah, give this a scrape, get it back in. Don't like it being out too long. So scrape number 3, and we'll see how we go. One more to scrape, and then we'll I shall leave them to it. I'm stressing them out a bit now. So yeah, get back to you in a bit, guys. Right, scrape the Kojako. Didn't find anything on that one. So I've just balled up, I think this is Chagoi or Crashy Koi, I'm not sure. But look at the scale on that. It's a bit hard to focus, sorry a minute. The bad skin quality on that. It's a cracking lovely fish. Oh, steady. Cracker, should put some growth on, say, I think it was only about that big. Now look at the size of it. I'll just have a feel outside. I think it is female because it's not as there's no roughness on that. It's a cracker. So yeah, there's a cracker little fish. So what I'll do is get it scraped, put back in. Done 4, so it's going to be the last one. Yeah, so put your comments down below, guys, what you think. I shall leave it on this note. So if you like this video, thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe. If I can get an extra pair of hands to help me hold camera, I'll show you how to do a bit of bowling, netting, and how to scrape and use microscope. But I'll have to get a pair of hands to help me do that one. But yeah, so if you like the video, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.